Hey, sorry. Welcome, babe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Miss Honeybee the highest. Mrs. Honeybee the highest. Okay. Welcome to Sunday service. I'm really excited to be here again on YouTube. Let's get the camera set up. Boom. Let's get the camera set up, bro. Okay. We got lighting. Girl, you know I love a cute little lighting moment, honey. You know I love a cute little lighting moment, honey. I feel like I want to close up some of this light outside my window just so we could have a little bit. I feel like we need something a little bit different for us. Let me see. Nah, that wasn't really it. I think that's it. Hey, Bree. Hey, boo. I am right-handed, so when it comes to pouring my water, babe, we are gonna have to live with the fact that I'm gonna be crossed like that. Unless you know what, I could try this. I'm gonna do left hand today. We're gonna do left hand today. We're gonna do left hand today. Ashe. Ashe. Okay, something with the lighting still feels a little funky. Let me see. What's these? No. Let me know. What do y'all think? What do you think? I don't know. This is so new. The spacing is a little bit different today where I'm recording, so I'm not settled on it. Let me see. That's a little bit better. But I don't like that my camera's like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's it. This is what it is. This is what it is. I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm not gonna go back and forth with it. Okay? Ashe. Well, welcome you guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. Again, I'm Mrs. Honeybee of the highest. This is Sunday service. This is Sunday service. Our regularly scheduled programs are Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Ashe. We do post these. We do share these. We are going to have live readings as well. Our live readings are $55 minimum donation. Okay, CashApp, Venmo, PayPal, and we dive in. And we dive in. If you want to do your reading privately, that's also an option. If you want to do your reading privately, that's also an option. That would just have to be scheduled via my website. Okay? You will put in your request via my website. Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for showing up with me. Thank you for kicking it with me. Thank you to those of you who will be watching this later on, watching the playback. I appreciate you. I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful. Ashe. Full moon was yesterday. Full moon was yesterday. I trust that you had a great full moon, a great session. I pray that what you needed is what you got. Ashe, what you needed is what you had. I pray that you showed up. You did your thingy thug for you. And it was cute. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes. I trust that you released. I trust that you let it go. High moon on the move. I trust that you valued yourself. Amen. Let's get into these readings. Let's get into these readings, okay? Ashe and amen. My goal is to be here. Hi, Maria. Hey, boo boo. My goal is to be here for an hour at least. an hour at least, and just to see what we do. And I'm trusting that we're gonna do what it is that needs to be done. Ashe and amen. We're gonna get this energy loosened up that needs to be loosened. We're gonna get this energy out of our bodies that need to be gone. Ashe and amen. Period and bust down. There has been a lot of transformation of the mind. There has been a lot of transformation of the body. There has been a lot of transformation going on intentionally, and we love this for us. We love this for us. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we have the devil, which I live for. This is giving me shadows. This is giving me forbiddens. This is giving me taboos. This is giving me hidden. Okay. Underneath that, we have the page of swords, Ashe. So let's talk about these two together. Actually, let's do that like that. And then talk about her like that. Amen. Okay. So with this devil card that's coming out here, the messages that I'm receiving, beloveds, is that with the devil and the page of swords, learning a lot about your shadows. Your shadows specifically that we've been learning about has to do with the version of you that has been silenced. The version of you that had been silenced. Now we're going to look at you around the age of 15 years old. A version of you that may have been stepping into their power. You may have been tapping into a more bold essence or a more bold version of you around that era. This is when you started to awaken your voice, where you realized that you could share more of your artistry, or you could share more artistically. Ashe and amen. You began to wear your crown around the age of 15. Now, this version of you as well around 15 peaked from a version of you that was 5. When you were about 5 years old, your high priestess may have kicked in. Your magician may have kicked in. Your shaman may have kicked in. Your intuitive may have kicked in sometime around the age of 5 years old. Your spirit had awoken this beast, and you began to see very clearly. Although you were able to see so clear, you may not necessarily have utilized the keys that you had, my dear, because there was this energy that was very demanding of you to show up in a very particular way, a more traditional, conventional essence. There was a power that was dominating you. There was this force that wanted you to work for it, basically. And you needed to work to please this particular energy. You had to show up being this for this. Because when it tapped into you, when it came down to you being for you, nah, that wasn't really as acceptable as you may have wanted to be or felt like you should have been able to be. Ashe. So this shadow was created. This shadow was created, and it was supposed to be created. Now, this shadow couldn't have been created if you had everything that you ever desired. If you were treated exactly how you wanted to be treated from the beginning, if you were treated exactly how you treat yourself now, back then, from this energy, from this power that was over you, amen, call them whatever name you want, or give them whatever role it was that they played in your life, Ashe, then you wouldn't have created this force to be reckoned with. That is why it is this devil energy. It is because it is a force within you to be reckoned with. Now let's look at the word reckoned. Reckon. Let's look at the word reckoned. To establish by counting or calculation. consider or regard in a specific way, be of the opinion, expect to do a particular thing, to be reckoned with, a thing or person of considerable importance or ability that is not to be ignored or underestimated. Okay, perfect. That is the definition I was looking for. To be reckoned with, a thing or a person of considerable importance or ability that is not to be ignored or underestimated. Yourself coming here, showing up as the full love and light essence of you, that unconditionally loving you, that I'm remarkable, I can do anything that I want to, woohoo! I can be anything and I can soar the world and I can la 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 la. That version of you that was just as free and just alive. That version of you needed to be like repressed and suppressed different degrees for an extended period of time for a reason, which means that yes, you did need to have trauma. Trauma is just your system going through an experience that alters your innate programming. That needed to occur because then it created this shadow. It created this separation. It created this other beast. This beast is something that is not to be ignored. Why? Because you wouldn't know that beast is a possibility and is living within you unless you cut yourself off to some degree to realize the power you possess. If you take a water hose, right, you don't understand how powerful that water is until you take that water hose and twist it, and then you stop the water from being able to come cleanly out the spout. And then you start to realize that the water pressure is still on, and now the pressure's kicking up. And that water is telling you, I'm coming out. Whether you like it or not, you've turned me on. How dare you think you're going to stop me at all? And then the water hose start to expand. Now popping has happened and the water has exploded. Now you understand the depth of the power of water. By all means, it is a force that shall not be ignored, because if left unchecked, this is what it can do. So now you being here on the planet can understand a power that is you, because if you are left unchecked, this is something that can happen. Now, in order for us to live on a planet where there is so much life that is so vast, so unique, we must understand that we have to check ourselves. Because if all of us are going to have our own free will, anyone has the ability to do something catastrophic, to be something catastrophic to this place. And so we go far and we have these moments where there are natural disasters that happen because a lot of us are left unchecked. And so we are nature. And we show up as hurricanes, we show up as tornadoes, we show up as earthquakes, we show up as tsunamis, we show up as lightning, we show up as thunder, we show up. Yet we always somehow tend to check ourselves, though. Innately, we know to check ourselves. We know. We don't always like it, but we know. So there's a reason why we start off on this physical plane checked to the point of disconnection, where we're like, where am I? I don't like this. I'm not me. Da 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 da. Only to discover that at some point in our lives, we go through a Saturn return and we have experiences where we start to wake up. We wake up. We have to wake up to us. So that way we can then start to check ourselves and then harmonize the version of ourselves that has been so put down and so checked. All of us has a Titan on the inside of us, and that Titan on the inside of us has a moment where it will be unleashed, and it will then have an interaction with your light. And either that will be a battle, or it could be a union. It could be a reunion. You get to decide what it's going to be, depending upon how it is that you choose to address your shadows, when you begin addressing your shadows. Ashe. And I feel that right now what's happening is you are in this place of addressing your shadows. You're realizing that the version of you that was told it cannot exist on this plane. No, no, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop being that. Stop doing like that. Stop acting like that. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Stop that. Stop, 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 stop. The version of you that was all of that, you now realize, oh, they can be here. They can breathe here. They can survive here. They can thrive here. They deserve to be here. Oh, bitch, they're here. Oh, they're here and they're here on purpose. They're here with a purpose. There's a reason why there's a Satan or a Lucifer or really just an angel that has fallen that is on earth leading and commanding this place, and they have they rule over music. And how important is music for our evolution? We're music. Everything that we do and say and be is music. So then you start to realize that we think about the demonizing of an angel that has fallen. Did the angel fall or did the angel come down? It's all based off of perception. Ashe. Was it thrown out? Was it cast out? Was it separated? Was it on purpose? If the creator does everything and knows everything, then wasn't it on purpose? Then it wasn't cast out. It was sent to go rule over something else. It had another purpose. The creator loves itself and everything is of the creator. So the creator then at that point realized that there was an aspect of itself that could soar and really experience the wealth of its power in another place with another purpose. And so it created a world for that. And now the self is able to come and experience that world and grow and expand and learn what that version of itself learns through itself experiencing itself. So now here we are, my loves, in a place in our lives where we understand that there are versions of us that have been suppressed, absolutely. However, at the same time, that version of us that has been suppressed and repressed had the capacity to learn, had the capacity to still explore, had the capacity to still dive into itself and grow. And now we have the capacity to harmonize with that energy, learn that energy, dance with that energy, flirt with that energy, play with that energy, combine with that energy. And now we're able to take our light and be even more expansive with our darkness. Now we have a better idea of how to push and pull. So as opposed to being on our center and only able to stand upright, now we're able to be on our center and move left and right. To my dancers out there, you understand what I mean when we talk about contemporary ballet. As opposed to needing to be always here, I can now be all of here and move in so many different ways still on my center. Now I don't have to be so rigid and straight. I can also have curvature, room to play. I take myself from a 1 to a 2. Combined masculinity and femininity too. Now my roots have spread out and there's more that I'm able to do. Because I understand that I don't have to just be my main programming. Now I understand that I can venture off from my from my main programming. Imagine getting a computer and your computer only runs Mac OS Mojave. And you could never be Mac OS anything else. But now you realize that, wow, I'm on this land where there's so many other things that have existed before me and after me here. So now I'm able to understand that my Mac OS Mojave computer can now be Mac OS High Sierra if I want to go explore that to go see what it was like back then. Now my PS4 can also play PS1 games as well. Now my Mac OS Mojave computer can also be Mac OS Big Sur. It can get upgraded. It could also get downgraded. It could explore many different realms of its own operating system because it has access to its whole self as it learns that it is a part of a collective and it has been built to experience its wealth. All because there was an aspect of itself that was disconnected from itself by the age of 5 years old. So what a blessing it was to have been through those traumatic experiences that had you pulling away from yourself, removing yourself from yourself. I know that as a body that feels emotions, the sensations may have been a jarring experience, yet you're no longer in that experience. So I encourage you to bring your conscious awareness to the present moment and enlighten yourselves that were still experiencing those sensations to come forth to the present and harmonize with your now self so those sensations may cease because you are able to be here with yourself consciously at peace. Amen. That's the first message that we have for the collective today. Anybody have any questions, any clarifications that they may need, or any additional insights they would like to share, or comments they would like to make, or just snaps and clap, because amen and ashe. If you're watching this as a playback, feel free to join us in the comments and say whatever it is that you feel like you gotta say. Amen. Without expectation of it being responded to. Just the sheer joy that you can share whatever you would like to. Amen. Okay. Shout out to anybody who is watching this on the big screen. Yes. Yes. Shout out to anybody watching me on the big screen. Shout out to anybody who's watching me with their friends or families. Period. Thank you. Yay. Yay. If you feel it, baby, tip your bus driver. Okay? Because you know I get you to where you gotta go. You know I get you to where you gotta go, girl. Period. If you would like a reading today, my readings are a $55 donation. Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. The Cash App and the Venmo is EyeGotThyme. EyeGotThyme. Linktree is in the description, or Linktree in my bio on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram will give you direct access to those links. Ashe. My PayPal is honey@EyeGotThyme.com. Amen. Do be mindful that I only have one Cash App. My Cash App is spelled specifically EyeGotThyme. That's it. Okay? That other one with two E's is not me. Don't be scammed. Okay. Let's get into this next message. Thank you guys so much for the 2 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for the 2 thumbs up. I'm very grateful. And thank you to those of you who are joining in the room. Ashe. I'm Mrs. Honeybee of the Highest, and this is Sunday service. I'm Mrs. Honeybee of the Highest, and this is Sunday service. I recommend having your water and your tea, your journals as well. Yes, you are able to screen record if you would like to. I just ask that if you do share what you screen record or make any memes, tag me in them. I want to see. Amen. Ashe. Yay. Amen. Okay. Wow. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The next message has come out. It's revealing herself. She's revealing herself. I see her. Ooh, I see her. She's revealing herself. The next message is coming out. She's revealing herself. Yeah. Oh, I see you work real hard. You want to help your friends, but trust me, baby, you don't owe them. Don't take on people's problems, 'cause I want to see you smile, even when you think I'm angry. It's true, it might take a while, but it's between you and me. Sometimes we fall in love, and love is always in us. I'm seeing you are being freed. You are being freed from taking steps. Wow. Okay. 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 Justice is being served. Justice is being served. Your power had been taken away very early on, between the ages of about 3 to 6. Heartbroken. About 3 to 6 years old, heartbroken. Heartbroken. You had this leash on you. There was a leash on you. Don't go too far. Don't do all of that. You can't be all of that. No, 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 too much. Heartbroken. 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 Your lion, lioness, had been awakened. You may have been seeing, let's see what's under this justice card. Okay. Page of Cups here. You were different. Fish out of water. You were different. They always thought that fish only belonged in the sea. They didn't know that fish could have wings and fly above the surface. You were able to see beyond the veil. You were able to see beyond what it was that they told you was there. You were able to feel and experience more than what they said was possible. You were different. You had courage. You had will. You had gust. You had light that could not be tamed. And so they needed to hurt you through fear. They had to scare you into believing that if you did certain things, or if you went certain ways, or if you had to experience fear early, because there was no taming you. Not at all. There was no sitting you down. No, there wasn't. So fear met you early, where you always began to question what was next. Question if you could. Question if this was too far. You would sneak. You were sneaky. You were stealthy. So you try, and you try to go. You try to go. You did. You try. And you'd go as far as you could. You'd always test the waters. How far could I go? How far will they allow me to go? Simply because you were so restricted. Hey, stay right here. Don't go too far. Don't do too much. Wait a minute. Let me make sure. Now, this energy that would control you knew the power you possessed, for they possessed it as well. And theirs had went unchecked for quite some time. And they understood what happened with them when their power went unchecked. So they wanted to make sure that they were in control of your light, so that way yours didn't do what theirs did, so that you didn't fuck your shit up. They wanted to make sure you didn't fuck your shit up. Now, I'm hearing you had dreams. You had dreams very early on. You had dreams from a very early stage. And the dreams that you had, friends, and the dreams that you had, you shared them with your family. You let your family be known. These are the dreams I have. These are the things that I want to do. This is how I want to live. This is how I want to be. Now, with the Knight of Swords that's coming out here, you may have had some pushback. You want to do what? You want to be what? Hold on. You may not necessarily have been allowed to go be as free and conquer these dreams. So you've been holding on to all of these ideas. You've been holding on to the possibilities of maybe I could one day. You've been holding on to these phrases such as, when I get out of here, I'm going to. Whenever I free myself from this, I'm going to be able to. Whenever I'm this age, I'm going to be able to. Whenever I have this, I'm going to just, holding on to all of this energy, holding on to all of this potential, just charging it up and charging it up and charging it up and charging it up. And every day that you wake up and realize that you're not living that, it aches and pains you more. Because you still feel like you're on that leash and you're like, why am I still on this leash? Why am I still on this leash, yet these people are not around me? Why am I still on this leash, yet this reality that I lived in before that put me on the leash is not even what the fuck is my life now? Like, why am I still on this leash when I'm the only one here controlling me? Why am I still on this leash harming me, pretending like I'm still in battle with them, but really it's only me in battle with me? I'm in battle right now with the version of me that is my lioness that was tamed. And they just keep telling me, get me out of this cage. I don't want to be in here anymore. And I don't have to be. And no, baby, you don't. You don't have to be in that cage anymore. You can now come out of it. You may say, how? How do I come out of this cage then? What do I do? You must be willing to jump off the ledge, baby, because you have been led to a place where you were told these are your boundaries. You cannot go further than this. Bet. And you leap. They didn't expect you to jump off. They didn't expect you to do that because they weren't willing to. They were told they couldn't. So they only really led you as far as they could go. And then they said, we don't go further than this. That's not what we do. We don't cross this line. We don't cross these bounds. This is where we stay. You are a part of us, so you stay with us. And that's when you respond with, I know you love me. I know you love me the way that you love. And I'm grateful for that love. And I'm grateful for how you're choosing to love me, for me to feel it. I love that. And still I say to you that I am not you and you are not me. And that does not, and just because we are of each other and of a collective does not automatically make us we. And so I need you to understand that I still am a me, and me is able to do this and be free. And so I choose that for me. And so I go. And so I'm going to go try. I'm going to go beyond these bounds. I'm going to leap. I'm going to soar. I'm going to explore. I'm going to go discover. I'm a Moana. I'm a Mulan. I'm a Jasmine. I'm going to go see. I know you told me that I can't. I know you told me what's out there. And I'm just letting you know that I need to go and experience and go see for myself if what you said is actually true, because my soul tells me that there's more on this earth for me to do. And I've been exploring these realms that you gave me the boundaries to stay in for quite some time. And I feel that I have outgrown this. I feel now that I have expanded so much that I am small here. And I don't want to be small no more. Thank you, beloved. I want to go explore. I want to know more about me. I know you told me that my arm is my arm and my arm only does this, but yet when you play certain music, my arm seems to also do some other things as well. So maybe I am not what you think. Maybe I'm not as you thought I would be. Maybe we're not as us as you may have thought. Or maybe you're more than what you thought you were. And maybe that's why I'm here, to show you and to enlighten you and to express to you a reflection of you. So maybe we are us. Maybe we are a we. And if so, I'm telling you that I am more. Will you believe me? Or is the trust in our relationship only one-sided and you're the only one to be trusted in this? Or can you trust me too? If I am you and you are me and we is us, like you say, is our truth. Can you trust me too? And I'm telling you that there's more. We're not just. Are you open to exploring that truth that I've discovered is possible for me? And if we're us, then babe, it's also possible for you. That's the second message for the collective. Ashe. Does anybody have any comments, any questions, any clarifications, any insights before we move to the next one? Thank you so much. My loves for your presence. Ashe. Thank you, Simone. Thank you so much, beloved. If you guys would like a reading today where we tap into your personal energy and we give you a message directly, my personal readings are $55 donation, CashApp, Venmo, PayPal. If you check the description of the live, all the information is right there. Hi, Bunny Blue. This resonated so well, honey. Thank you so much. You're so very welcome. Yay! So much love. Ashe, 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 ashe. Oh. Okay, let's get into the next message. Welcome those who are joining in. I'm Mrs. Honeybee of the Highest. Welcome to Sunday service. New follower here. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining the community, beloved. Thank you for joining the EyeGotThyme community. Okay, thank you for joining the hive, boo. Thank you for being part of the colony. All that we ask is that you be yourself. All that we ask is that you love and be on your love on yourself, love yourself, and be yourself. Okay? You are important. You are valuable in every way imaginable. Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg. Hey, man, let's talk about it. Okay, so we have father wound energy coming up. How delicate. We got father wound energy coming up. Now, your father is giving flighty energy. A man of the sea. Flighty. He's there, and just as quickly, he returns back to he. Just like the waves come up to say hello, and so quickly they recede back into themselves, your father did the same thing as well. He may have left by the time you were 3. You may have started to notice his absence around thee. He began to probably break your heart around that age, or that's when you began to feel so split and cracked open, realizing how deep you loved because of how absent what you loved had no longer been in your presence in the way that you had been accustomed to or had expected it to. Wow. Rain falling down on you, and it feels almost like acid. It just burns. Like, what is happening here? What is this sensation that I'm feeling all beyond my nerves? Wanting to understand this energy. Why is it not present here? And you being on this physical plane, not really knowing who you are, feels like your heart ain't here. So what is it that's actually beating in your chest? If who and what you love so much and what you consider to be the best ain't even present no more. Placing you in a position where your mind can't even rest. So many questions. So many questions. Wow, you were even willing to drop what would keep you safe, which is yourself. You started to let yourself go. Wow. Hi, bougie queen. Wow, you lost your sense of humor. 10 of cups, 10 of coins comes out in reverse. You felt like you had so much in the beginning. Your parents probably started to break up, or you started to experience their separation sometime between the ages of 3 and 10 years old, and your world shattered and just continued to shatter and shatter. I'm hearing some of you may have had parents that were together beyond that age, yet you can sense their disconnection from each other. There was no more love in the home between y'all as a family between that age of 3 and 10. That was when a breaking happened. Ashe. And I'm seeing here that it felt like your father was the culprit. Your father was the one who said, I'm going to sail away. I'm going to leave this situation. I'm out. Like, I'm not going to be in this. Your father was the energy that left. Your father was the one that caused the torrential downpour of rain. You felt like, why? No. That's when the drama hit. Wow. Wow. It was like your dreams left with the person. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, the minute has come. Let's talk about it. So why? Why this? Why did this happen? Why did I go through this? Why was there just no? What was this about? You needed to understand your wealth. You needed to understand your capacity to have you. You needed to understand how to invest in you. You needed to understand how to rely on you. You needed to understand how to be confident in you. You needed to evolve into yourself. This King of Cups, this Father energy, this deep love that you had for that person kept you from being with you. It was always, where is my father? Where is my dad? Dad this, dad that. When you saw your father, you would get more excited than you would when you saw yourself. It was your father that gave you this energy of liberation and freedom. It was your father that would just take you to new heights. Yourself wasn't the one. Yourself wasn't the one. Yourself would only have fun with that energy there. Yourself felt secure with that person, with that being. And so it's asking yourself, well, why would my security and stability leave? Because it's not within you. It's not of you. It's outside of you. So you're asking the question, well, why was I then left with this? So why was I left with such an abusive experience? And why did I have to have such pain and such hurt and such trauma and such ha? Well, because the person that you admired so much, beloved, went through all of those things. That's why they were able to be what they were for you. The person you admired, the person who you felt like had you, and could take care of you and could show you the ropes and could all of those things, that person went through what you experienced in your life. So now you understand why it is that you needed to. Now you understand why it was that yourself had to endure such a traumatizing and agonizing experience. The person who you longed for the most because you felt like they were your soul, they went through this. That's why they were so powerful. That's why you felt like you could call them home. So now that you are allowing yourself to go through your experience where you're cleaning up, coming to, illuminating your light and shining like you do, you are becoming the one that you looked up to. And now yourself has you. Now you are that energy that you thought you needed, boo. You're that energy. That energy in the beginning where you were like, I need this in my life. I got to have my dad in my life. I have to have this person in my life. I have to have this energy in my life. You have it. It's you. It was always within you. It needed to wake up. It needed to be awoken. It needed to be awakened. Your experience woke up that energy. It was the experience that woke up their energy. Different details, different timelines, different experiences, yes. Yet the story, we know the archetype. We know the archetype. We know the archetype. Whether we know the archetype. Amen. So congratulations, beloved. Congratulations. Congratulations on becoming who you've always looked up to. Congratulations on becoming someone you look up to. I encourage you to look in the mirror and look up to yourself and realize that you have become who your inner child looked up to. Realize that you have become the freer of souls, the liberator of souls. You have become that individual, that energy, that essence that liberates other people, that wakes other folks up, that everybody loves to talk to and such. You have become that person. Yes, you've been them for quite some time, yet now you are that person deliberately, consciously, on purpose. Welcome, boo. Welcome, 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 welcome. You have become them. You're true, you're honest. Now we're just asking for you to see it clearly, though, too. See it. See it. See it. See it. See that you have become it. See that you have become it. See it. See it. You have become. Welcome, Empress. Welcome, Empress. So I'm most likely speaking to an energy that is quite feminine in its essence, as you were inspired by such a masculine presence. And now you realize that that masculine presence that was so, hello, beloved, is now in you and has always been, and you've awokened it. And now you could be comfortable in your feminine too. That energy that you felt like needed to be present in order for yourself to surrender. Now you don't have to surrender to nobody, boo. You surrender to you. You surrender to you. Thank you, babe. You surrender to you now. Now you surrender to you. Now there is no needing to be submissive to another energy just because you feel like it's giving you something that you cannot give you. No. Now you are surrendered to your divinity. You're surrendered to you. For you have receipts of yourself always showing up for you in every way imaginable. You show up, you do it. What you felt like that energy could have done and was doing and could have continued to do, and all those things, you now realize that you learned yourself how to. You learned yourself how to. You did it. Congratulations. Thank you, Greg. Congratulations. You did what you thought you couldn't without even trying. You did what you thought you couldn't without even trying. Okay. Period. Ashe and amen. Ashe and amen. You did what you thought you couldn't without even trying. Welcome to a brand new you. Welcome to a brand new you. Ashe, 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 yo. That's a you question, beloved. What you can and cannot do is completely up to you. What you can and cannot do is completely up to you. Ashe and amen. I am not your master. I have no control over you. What you can and cannot do is completely up to you. You are the magician of your reality. How old are you? I am infinite, boo. Are you asking the age of my body? Are you asking the age of my body? Yeah, though, you look so young. Of course, because I am young. This body that is. This body is 33 years of age. This body is 33 years in its rotation. This body is rotated 33 times. Do you feel like your age fluctuates? Well, the body, the age of my body, do I feel like it fluctuates? No. I feel that the age of the body is just simply the age of the body. I am not this body, nor am I the mind. I am the light through which it is able to shine. And I just am. I is and always have been. You could even ask this body's friends. They'll tell you, oh no, she's always been that girl. She's always been that girl. She just showed up in different colors. Not the body, the soul, you guess. This soul just is. The soul is simply light. So I hear your question. I hear your question. And I use language that resonates with my understanding. So if your question is, do I feel like I fluctuate? Then yes. Because I'm infinite. There's so many different versions of me. So I play those versions. I like to play all of the chords on my guitar. I like to experience all the strings. Ashe. Amen. And a woman. Ashe. Do we have any additional questions or comments about that last message that was delivered? Do we have another one? We have another one. You're so very welcome, Deshani. Deshani. Nice. Go, honey. I'm using the left hand. Okay. Something with the lighting is really weird, so let me do something. Let me just do something. Okay, better. Okay, it's something. Excuse me. Okay, it's something. Okay. I just feel like it's me. I feel like I'm just seeing me in a new light. I love me so much. Okay. Let's get into this next message. If you would like a reading today, the readings are open. It's a $55 donation, CashApp, Venmo, PayPal. Okay, what is it? Okay. Period. We're going to actually close here. We're going to actually close here. We're going to close here. This is where we close. Ashe and amen. What is that? Oh, the chair. This is where we close. Ashe. I feel that we've had a lovely live. I feel that we've had a wonderful Sunday service. I feel that we have shared so much juicy information that it is more than enough to digest. And I have had a pleasurable experience today, and I feel quite enlightened. I feel like that, like really excited. I guess that's the word. You are so very welcome, Bougie Queen. I am grateful that you've chosen to spend time with me. I'm grateful that you've chosen to listen. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you to myself for being here. Thank you to myself for expressing myself. Thank you to myself for taking another chance on me. Thank you to myself for choosing to again listen to me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I am. Thank you. Ashe and amen. We close in peace. We close with love. We close with kindness and with care. And we close prosperous. Ashe. See you. Thank you guys. Thank you, girls.